Welcome to Spa, here for Division 2 to 5 red lights, Sauber on pole, Mercedes P2, lights out and away we go. Good start there from the Sauber, but probably an even better start there from Destroyer. Already passed going into La Source, but the Sauber holds it down the inside. Mercedes trying the switch back, exiting out of La Source, and Aston Martin, Anna Williams there going side by side for P3. But as we go up to Eau Rouge and Radion, these two are still ghosting, but I think the Sauber will get in front momentarily as we go up the hill and out down the Kemmel Straight. I think that was a McLaren there going off wide there as the Sauber retains P1, but here comes Destroyer trying to go around the outside, going into Lecom. Can he get the move going into turn 7? No, he can't, and all of the drivers remain single file line going through Lecom, and I don't think there was any contact, but I do think we have a spinner there at the back, more leader in the Williams down into P15, and I think we have a bit of a battle here with JB and Jojo here going into turn 13 campus. As Jojo holds it down the inside, JB in the Ferrari tries to hold it down the inside for turn 14. Will he be able to get that move stick going into Stabalot? But the Haas holds it back down the inside and stays ahead in front of the Ferrari. Good defending there from the Haas of Jojo. As we see Avi getting the move on Ted Head, going into the bus stop chicane. Avi now up into P8. And will he be able to improve from there? Now chasing down the other Red Bull of Josh Brewis going into La Source. You can just see the gap he's already pulled from Ted Head, already 4 tenths as we go out of La Source and up to Eau Rouge and Radion. Is he closing in on Josh Brewis? The gap is 3 tenths as we go into the first part of Eau Rouge, now into Radion up the hill. In he's burning the battery. Is he closing down on the Red Bull? You can see he has so much straight line speed there. Just look at him fly down the Kemmel Straight. We'll switch to the outside. Will he be able to get the move on the Red Bull? He doesn't able to get it going into turn 7. He has to back out of that move. 2 drivers there going side by side behind him of Ted Head and Jojo. Ted Head getting that move. And I think, Ted Head rightfully there getting the move on Jojo. Going into the turn 9 Lecom and into turn 10. He is still ahead. On to the final lap now of the sprint, and we do see Baba there trying a bit of a battle with Duke in the background. We will switch to that as Baba has the outside line. Will the Ferrari hold it down the inside? Baba's actually gone a bit wide into La Source. That allows Duke to breeze back past going into La Source, and will claim back P9 on the final lap of the sprint. Going into Lecom for the final time of the sprint, and was that a bit of a contact there? Ted Head and the Red Bull is round there, as you can see in the background. Ted Head is in the wall in P13, as you can see, getting back onto the track. And this will not be a sprint that he would want to remember. He would want a better feature race from where he is going to be finishing it down in P13, and a broken front wing there as well, as you can see, broken front end plate. One more corner here to navigate for the Williams of Hazer, as he will come through to take a dominant sprint victory and will start for pole position in the feature race. Power2, the championship leader, will finish in P2, followed by Destroyer in P3. Grant will take P4 with Josh Brewis in P5, followed by Avi, Jojo, Duke, Baba, Fattel, Koyi, Jamie Cavagnini, JB, and then also Ted Head in P14. On to lap 9 for the feature race there, and all the Ferrari of JB there has been forced to cut the chicane, and that will allow the Mercedes through there. The Aston Martin trying to get through as well. Little bit of a snap there from Jamie Cavagnini. Will now try to go side by side with more leader in the background there, as JB will hold on to P5. Jamie Cavagnini though will swoop down the inside and will claim that place on More Leader. More Leader now no more leading out of that battle. Drivers coming out the pit lane there. You can see one of them being the Sauber and the McLaren as we head up into Eau Rouge and Radion. Who is going to be able to get out in front? You can see there in the mirror, the Williams there will be side by side with the Sauber going up Eau Rouge and Radion. Who will get the leading driver though between More Leader and Fattel? But I think More Leader just has the speed, and you can just see he is already breezing past Baba as well in the McLaren. More Leader now back up to P5. And now is more leading through that battle. Few more drivers there though, just keeping to battling behind them, with Baba and JB now going side by side, as I think JB will swoop down the inside and will get that place. Jamie Cavagnini's all getting in on there with the Sauber of Fattel as well, and he will try and hold it around the outside going into No Name corner, but the Sauber manages to hold on to that fight between those two. Riding on the board with the Italian, as we see Fattel trying to make a move on More Leader there, going into turn 14 I do believe, and into turn 15. And I'll tell you what, Vettel in the Sauber does get the move there. Head coming into the bus stop chicane, chasing down JB. He's going to move to the outside, brakes earliest, but he is going to get side by side with Ferrari into turn 20. A bit of contact between those two, and they are going to be side by side going into the source, are they? As Head was in front, but backs out, and I think very wisely he's done that to try and set up the move going into Lecom. Will get the straight line speed and the DRS down the Kemmel straight. Vettel here chasing down more leader for P5 going into Lecom. Bit of contact and they are both round. Oh, and a massive crash there from Jamie Cavagnini, and he's actually crashed out of the session. Thankfully, Vettel or more leader haven't DNF, but that was a huge crash from the Aston Martin, just in the wrong place at the wrong time for him. Riding through Eau Rouge and Radion as we ride on board with Grant's Bass Destroyer gets the move on Duke, so does more leader as well. And now more leader trying to make a move on Bass Destroyer going into Lecom. Grant's also passed Duke, so is Vettel. Side by side between the Mercedes and the Williams going into the second part of Lecom. Bit of contact, but the Mercedes holds it around the outside. The Williams with the inside going into turn 11. And who will get the better straight line speed out of there? And I think it's just going to be the Mercedes going into no-name corner. Bit of contact there on the exit. But the Mercedes does hold off there. Can Grant look for a move down the inside going into Pouon, but backs out before the corner. I think we have a bit of a battle here. More leader sending it down the inside of Bass Destroyer. I believe that is going into Lecom. Look at the Sauber there of Grant's as well. Round the outside. Will he be able to get that place? He's trying to get it, but he isn't able to, as more leader will hold in P9. Bass Destroyer defending P8 very nicely there. Avi cruising to victory here. P2 in Bahrain, P2 in Saudi Arabia, P3 in Qatar, P5 at Monza, but here at Spa, it is going to be P1 for Avi Neshtirol to take the championship lead going into the finale round after Power-Twan's earlier disqualification. Avi's teammate Baba will take home P2, and McLaren 1-2, followed by Hazer, Jojo, Ted Head, and Koyin, JB. More leader and Bass Destroyer though with the drag race up to the line. Who's going to get it? It's just going to be more leader, but with his time penalty, he will drop behind. Bass Destroyer takes home P8, followed by Grant, Patel, Duke, more leader, and then Josh Brewis will eventually cross the line in P13 with your non-finishers of Jamie Cavagnini and Power-Twan after the disqualification.